You might think the little habits you have before bed don't matter. You brush your teeth, maybe scroll your phone for a few minutes, grab a late snack, watch a bit of TV, then lights out. But if you're a man over 40, those harmless habits could be wrecking your energy, your hormones, your metabolism, and even your long-term health. In fact, there are 5 specific things you should never do before bed if you want to sleep deeply, wake up with energy, keep your testosterone levels strong, and avoid premature aging. And here's the kicker. Most men are doing at least 3 of these every night without realizing it. I used to be one of them. I'd wake up groggy, drag through the day, feel like my brain was stuck in low gear. But once I cut these habits, my sleep quality skyrocketed, my morning energy came back, and my body started recovering like it did in my 20s. Let's break them down, one by one. Eating a heavy meal. Within 2 hours of bedtime, I know. Late night dinners happen. Maybe work ran late. Maybe you got caught up in a game or a movie. But here's the problem. Your body isn't designed to be digesting a big meal while you sleep. Digestion is energy intensive. If your stomach's busy breaking down steak and potatoes at midnight, your body isn't focusing on muscle repair, hormone production, or memory consolidation, all of which happen during deep sleep. For men over 40, this is especially bad news. As we age, our metabolism slows and our insulin sensitivity declines. That means a late-night carb-heavy meal is far more likely to spike blood sugar. Instead of waking up refreshed, you wake up feeling like you've been hit by a truck, and your waistline slowly expands without you understanding why. The fix? Aim to finish dinner at least 3 hours before bed. If you must eat later, make it a small, protein-rich snack, something like Greek yogurt or a boiled egg. This one change alone can improve your deep sleep by 20–30%, which for a man over 40 can be the difference between dragging through the day and feeling sharp from the moment you wake up. Using screens without blue light protection, scrolling through your phone in bed, watching TV until you feel sleepy, checking emails one last time before lights out. These habits are wrecking your sleep quality in ways you can feel and ways you can't. Here's why. Your brain relies on melatonin, the sleep hormone, to tell your body it's time to rest. But the blue light from screens mimics daylight, tricking your brain into thinking it's still mid-afternoon. That delays melatonin release by up to 90 minutes. For men over 40, that's brutal. Our natural melatonin production is already lower than in our younger years, so delaying it even further can mean tossing and turning for hours, or falling asleep, but never hitting the deep restorative stages. And poor deep sleep doesn't just make you tired. It tanks your testosterone, slows your recovery from workouts, and even increases cravings for junk food the next day. The fix. Cut off all screen time at least 60 minutes before bed, or at the very least, use blue light blocking glasses. If you've never tried it, you'll be shocked at how much faster you fall asleep and how much more rested you feel. Drinking alcohol to relax. A nightcap might make you feel drowsy, but it's a false friend. Alcohol sedates you, which is not the same as natural sleep. It reduces REM sleep, the phase critical for mental recovery, memory, and emotional balance. You might fall asleep faster, but you'll wake up more often and feel less restored in the morning. Here's the part most men over 40 don't realize. Alcohol also spikes cortisol, your stress hormone, during the night, and interferes with your body's testosterone production. Over time, this can lead to lower energy, reduced muscle mass, and more stubborn belly fat. That 1 or 2 drinks before bed habit might be one of the sneakiest reasons you've been feeling older than your age. If you do drink, cut it off at least 3 hours before bed and hydrate well. But if you can, try a week without alcohol entirely and watch what happens to your energy, focus, and even your mood. Intense late-night workouts exercise is amazing for men over 40. But timing matters. A heavy weightlifting session or high-intensity cardio close to bedtime might seem fine until you're lying in bed, wide awake, wondering why your mind won't slow down. That's because intense training raises your core body temperature, spikes adrenaline, and increases heart rate. All signals to your body that it's time to be alert, not sleep. You might eventually drift off, but your deep sleep and REM cycles will take a hit. And as we've already covered, that's when most of your muscle repair, fat burning, and hormone balancing happen. For best results, keep your toughest workouts earlier in the day, ideally before 7 p.m. If evenings are your only option, choose lower intensity activities like stretching, light cycling, or walking, which can actually promote better sleep. Bringing stress into bed. This is the most overlooked, but maybe the most destructive. Men over 40 often carry the weight of the day, work pressures, financial worries, family responsibilities, straight into the bedroom. And if your mind is still racing when you hit the pillow, your body stays stuck in fight or flight mode. That state is incompatible with quality sleep. Cortisol stays elevated, heart rate stays up, and instead of drifting into deep rest, You hover in light, restless sleep. Long term, this chips away at every aspect of your health. Your memory, your metabolism, your mood, even your immune system. The fix here is a deliberate wind-down routine. 10 to 15 minutes of journaling to dump your thoughts, a few minutes of deep breathing, or even a short meditation can work wonders. The key is making it a habit so your brain knows, okay, we're shifting into sleep mode now. The bottom line, if you're a man over 40, you can't get away with the same pre-bed habits you had at 25 and expect to wake up feeling unstoppable. Your body's recovery systems are more sensitive, and that's not a bad thing. It just means you need to work with them instead of against them. Avoid these 5 habits before bed: heavy late-night meals, unfiltered screen time, alcohol, intense workouts, and carrying stress into bed. And you'll notice a difference in days. Your mornings will be sharper, your workouts will feel easier, your mood will improve, and yes, you'll probably even look younger. I've seen men completely turn their energy and health around just by fixing their bedtime routine. And if you start tonight, you could be one of them.